what brings you here?
Let me tell you what doesn't bring me here. I am not here to make any friends. Victoria, let me tell you, through my long, successful life, I learned one lesson. That people that are classes below me, if they become my friends, they will ask me for money.
That's all well and good. I asked what brings you here.
Give me that mic, Tootsie Roll. What brings me here in the CWE is money. I'm not getting any younger. I'm looking to make my nest egg and my retirement fund.
Aren't you a little old to be here already?
They say things like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, Victoria. Let me tell you that I wrote the book on all the tricks there is, and tricks are for kids. And in CWE, I'm an old, experienced man, and when you kids get in the ring with me, you will realize who's the man. Vicky, your friends talk to my friends talk to me, and we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Rob Stardom making his debut here in Canadian Wrestling's Elite, taking on a guy who's been used to tag team competition lately, but a guy who's going to give him his handful in his debut, and that's JJ Sanchez.
Rob Stardom, this man has been around the world and back, very, very experienced and very well known in Manitoba and all parts of Western Canada. And dangerous.
The Super Friends,
the feel-good tag team.
JJ Sanchez and Corey Kincaid, of course, tag team here in CWE, and JJ now coming out for singles competition, kicking off CWE TV this week. Just joining us, I'm Mike Young, joined as always by Dynamite, Dave Petro.
What a way!
So happy you could join us on CWE TV this week.
What a way to kick off the show! Wow. Rob Stardom, CWE, Worlds Collide.
A lot of great matches here lined up for tonight. Big Jess Youngblood making his mark on CWE. He's going to take on the Pimp Daddy Rick Matthews. Plus, apparently, we're going to see Shane Madison in some capacity here tonight. And in our McDowell's main event, M-Max is going to take on the tag team of Danny Duggan and Paul London. That's right, former WWE Tag Team Champion Paul London. M-Max has their hands full as they attempt to defend their CWE Tag Team titles. I haven't seen someone stuck in the ropes like this since Andre the Giant.
Yeah, you're right. Rob Stardom got the ropes and JJ Sanchez just smacking him into next week.
JJ turning Rob Stardom's chest into hamburger meat here on CWE TV.
Wow. And Rob Stardom, it's not only, he didn't bail out, he's like hanging under that rope for dear life right now.
This isn't a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That comes in November for CWE, the Rumble to remember. Rob Stardom getting some practice in early, maybe.
We're going to see the debut of somebody tonight, too. Big Jess Youngblood on the program.
Yeah, we certainly will. Heard nothing but good things about that guy from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, representing the Cree Nation.
He's taking on the disgusting one.
Pimp Daddy Rick Matthews, his opponent later on tonight. And look at Rob Stardom trying to get the big man JJ Sanchez up. Couldn't do it. But JJ having no problem getting Rob Stardom in the air. And there's a big time slam from the big man JJ Sanchez.
Rob Stardom, I've watched this guy's career. This man is, he's mysterious and devious. And we're not talking on the merriest level, Mike, but he's definitely up there.
Now right to the eyes by Stardom and able to get in control of this matchup. Oh, tried to send Sanchez into the turnbuckle. Blocked 2 times in a row here. Sanchez with an elbow to the midsection and sends Stardom face first into that top turnbuckle.
What action. The KG veteran on the ropes, so to speak, and boom, head into the turnbuckles again.
Oh, another chop to the chest.
That didn't chop into next week, that chopped him into next month.
Oh, a boot up from Rob Stardom. Trying to get himself back into this thing. Something about Rob Stardom just gives me the willies.
Yeah, he's up there with Pink Daddy and Marius and a lot of creepy guys around here, like Sicko.
Rob Stardom working over Sanchez. Now he's in control. Did you hear his promo in the back? He was quoting Taylor Swift lyrics.
Yeah, there's something not right with that one. And I mean that respectfully. Like, I'm not trying to say there's a handicap, but there might be a bit of a simplicity.
Sometimes there's no one home.
That's true. His Happy Meal is short a few French fries.
I thought they came with apple slices now.
His Happy Meal is short a few apple slices.
That's better. Healthier, apparently.
Still have the chicken McNuggets.
That's all white meat, Dave.
I like it. I'm hungry now. I'd have to head down to the Palomino Club and we got a chicken wing special on. That's one of the great sponsors here.
Yeah, host of the world famous CWE after parties, the world famous Palomino Club. 2, 3, 4. The crowd counting along with JJ Sanchez.
They can count along, but the ref can't count to 5. I always couldn't figure that one out. But you know, I'd like to go to these after parties at the Palomino Club, but that creepy Dave King is there with that suit.
Referee lost sight of what was going on there, and Rob Stardom kicked Sanchez right in the groin. Comes off the ropes. A huge sit-down spine-buster powerbomb maneuver right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and Stardom gets both shoulders up and saves the match for himself.
He sure did. I thought that was it. Rob Stardom still in the world of hurt, almost like the fetal position.
JJ trying to recover from that low blow just about a minute ago as he heads up to the second rope slowly, and that cost him. Stardom plants a couple right hands to the chin, knocking Sanchez off the rope. And still relentless is Rob Stardom in the corner right now.
Very aggressive wrestler Rob Stardom is.
Headbutt by Sanchez,
That'll slow you down.
Look at this.
Sunset flip attempt.
Rob Stardom's got the ropes. Steps down. Got the ropes himself.
He had the ropes, ref. He had the ropes.
Rob Stardom just stole one from JJ Sanchez.
He had the ropes.
Rob Stardom's been all around the world, but he makes an impact here in his debut in Canadian Wrestling's Elite. Stick around, Big Jess Youngblood takes on Rick Matthews.
Give your body the edge in one click with musclesbymyers.com. We have sports supplements, vitamins and minerals for all lifestyles and levels of fitness. And call or email for free one-on-one guidance. Smart buyers shop at Myers and musclesbymyers.com.
Have you ever thought about becoming a professional wrestler? What about working behind the scenes in professional wrestling? Well, now's your chance. The CWE Elite Wrestling Academy is now accepting students. Learn from the best the Canadian Wrestling's Elite has to offer by signing up today. Our trainers have traveled the world from Canada and the US all the way to Mexico and Japan, been featured on TV and pay-per-view all across the world. All you have to do is send an email to info@cwecanada.ca to get the ball rolling. Make your dreams come true and contact Canadian Wrestling's Elite today.
Rooms and accommodations for CWE events. Brought to you by the Marlborough Hotel.
August 23rd, CWE is back in Winnipeg, Manitoba with a show at the Holy Cross Gymnasium featuring former WWE Intercontinental Champion Val Venus. And then, the next night, CWE and Val Venus invade Selkirk, Manitoba and the Selkirk waterfront for a 6 p.m. showtime. This is a free show. Make sure you bring a chair and make sure you stay tuned to www.cwecanada.ca for all your goings-on in Canadian Wrestling's Elite.
backstage with CWE's newest member. It's Big Jess Youngblood.
That's right, Big Jess Youngblood here, all the way in from Edmonton, Alberta. I am the most dominant big man in all of Western Canada, and tonight, here in front of the CWE audience, I am going to prove just that. Rick Matthews, you're going to find out why I am bigger than you.
All right, we're excited for your debut. Let's go to the match.
He's got his hands full, though. A big man from Edmonton, Alberta.
Big matchup. You know, the guy can wrestle, though. He does know a few holds. He has some ability, but I think he's outmatched tonight in terms of size, definitely.
And definitely strength as well. Oh! Big is not just a moniker when it comes to Big Jess Youngblood. Huge hip toss takeover, and Matthews has got to regroup here and rethink his strategy.
Absolutely. Big Jess Youngblood. This guy, obviously, my first time seeing him, as is yours, Mike, but schooled in the basics. You saw that with that hip toss.
Yeah. Certainly, Matthews trying to take an approach to get Youngblood off his feet. You might want to focus on the legs and the feet rather than going upstairs. A sleeper hold attempt there, and Youngblood makes him eat a big-time chop.
You heard that chop all the way to Nipawa.
Ooh, the Cree Nation well represented here in CWE as Youngblood chops away on Matthews, sends him into the turnbuckle, and follows him in hard with a splash.
Knocked all the air right out of him and following it up.
Big time sidewalk slam, and Jess Youngblood in control here on CWE TV. Gets a shoulder up right at 2. Matthews still got some fight left in him.
Absolutely, the Pimp Daddy Rick Matthews. He's on the ropes. He is outsized and so far outmatched by the big man.
Holding on there.
He stuck his tongue on him. And
yeah, but he suckered him in, and Jess Youngblood goes out to the floor.
And that's a rookie mistake. You know, I was just so bought into this, the excitement.
Coming over.
He caught him.
Oh, Youngblood caught him. Look at that strength by Big Jess Youngblood.
No! Into the post.
Oh, my goodness.
The ring moved. I don't know how Pimp Daddy's going to get up from that.
Jess Youngblood showcasing all of his skills here tonight in front of the CWE crowd.
Wow.
Picking up Matthews, rolling him back in the ring. And Rick Matthews hasn't been able to get out of the gates yet. Youngblood's been in control this whole time. And Matthews stays alive, getting the shoulder up once again.
Now this is the kind of action when CW comes to town, whether it's Altona, Winkler, Morden, Winnipeg, Steinbach, Selkirk, all the great towns that we go to. This is the kind of excitement you see on a nightly basis in CWE.
Yeah, don't forget August 23rd, Val Venus will be back in town for a big show at Holy Cross Gymnasium in Winnipeg, and Val Venus sticks around for one more night. August 24th, CWE comes to Selkirk, Manitoba.
We got a big McDowell's main event tonight, Mike.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Big tag team action.
Yeah, and it's a guy who everyone here has come to see. Paul London coming to town, teaming up with the franchise, the hotshot Danny Duggan, to take on the CWE Tag Team Champions, M-Max, Tyler Colton, and the Zombie Hunter, Mentolo.
Wow.
Look at that, beautiful Exeter takeover by Rick Matthews.
Credit where credit is due, that was beautiful. Now he's going for the second rope.
Matthews finally finding his bearings in this matchup, and he nails a drop kick off the middle rope, sending Big Jess Youngblood down. And dropping that elbow right in the face. 1, 2. That was a bit of a chokehold pin attempt.
A choke cover. Firmly in control of this match, the Pimp Daddy Rick Matthews. Now he's picking him up. Oh my!
It took him a while to get those bearings greased up, but he's ready to go now. And Matthews, like you said, in full control, going back to his old ways, and that disgusting acts of Rick Matthews continue right in the middle of the CWE ring. You're not going to score a 3 count with that, but you are going to humiliate your opponent.
Oh my. Oh my. That's just disgusting.
Matthews lining up Youngblood, boot to the midsection, got him up on the shoulders.
He's going across the ring.
Matthews, oh my goodness, a running Death Valley driver. That was impressive, to say the least, Dave.
Yeah, it was. That guy has an obvious
slap to the face.
That's not impressive. What he did was impressive. How he followed it up was not impressive.
Matthews going up to the top rope here. Look at that.
Disgusting. Pointed at you,
Coming
Mike.
up, missed the headbutt. Jess Youngblood rolling away.
He pointed at you, Mike.
I hope he didn't. I sincerely hope he did not.
That was when he did that little wiggle. Is he trying to recruit you? Look at Big Jess Youngblood. He's coming back to life.
The fire in Jess Youngblood's eyes, and he is taking Rick Matthews apart. And a boot to the face.
He almost kicked his head off.
Ducked under the clothesline. Picks him up. Beautiful belly-to-back suplex, planting Matthews down.
He should go for the pin.
Into the ropes. Big splash by Youngblood.
Hit him. This is it.
1, 2. Kick out by Matthews. Getting that left shoulder up.
Kick out with authority, too. He's not done yet. He is not done yet. What a matchup.
Outstanding contest here on CWE TV. I'm Mike Young, joined by Dave Petro. Pleasure calling this matchup here.
Yeah, you know, this is the kind of, like I said, this is the kind of action you see in the CWE, and Big Jess Youngblood making his debut. He knew.
Pile driver, power bomb, something coming up here. Matthews blocking it. Takes him over, rolls him up. Youngblood's got him too. Kick out there.
Wow. Pip Daddy is on the ropes, and I don't mean figuratively, I mean literally.
This time, Youngblood's picking him up. Go for a power.
That's it.
Sit out. 1, 2, 3. Big Jess Youngblood picks up the win.
What a victory!
Talk about making an impact. Big Jess Youngblood put everyone in CWE on notice. Huge win for the man from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Hey yo, this right here is former WWE World Tag Team Champion, Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Crisper. And I got a little inside scoop for you. When you need a new ride, when you tired of the one you got, or you need a new one, you want to look good, you want down the highway, you want to look good for all the girls, all the guys on the street corner, whatever, you call 1, 2, 3 approved. And they'll hook you up alone, get your new car, be looking fly, be looking like this guy. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3 approved. Don't forget. Yeah.
The CWE store is now open for DVDs, pictures, posters of your favorite CWE stars. Go to CWEcanada.ca.
Give your body the edge in one click with MusclesByMyers.com. We have sports supplements, vitamins and minerals for all lifestyles and levels of fitness. And call or email for free one-on-one guidance. Smart buyers shop at Myers and MusclesByMyers.com.
August 23rd, CWE is back in Winnipeg, Manitoba with a show at the Holy Cross Gymnasium featuring former WWE Intercontinental Champion Val Venus. And then, the next night, CWE and Val Venus invade Selkirk, Manitoba and the Selkirk waterfront for a 6 p.m. showtime. This is a free show. Make sure you bring a chair and make sure you stay tuned to www.cwecanada.ca for all your goings-on in Canadian Wrestling's elite.
Danny Duggan, I've obviously proven time and time again that I'm the better man. I wrestled you, you got the match you wanted, I beat you. I beat you within an inch of your life at maximum velocity. But you're like a little, you're like mold, you're like the pimple on my ass that just won't go away, no matter what I do. So Danny, I have a solution. You're not going to like this solution because it's going to involve you getting hurt. I'm sick and tired of having you stick your nose in my business, and quite frankly, this is going to come to an end, Danny. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody wants to see it. You know, I beat you once. I've beaten every guy that they've put in front of me. The office that I am a part of is still trying to hold Shane Madison down, but I've proven why I am the Mecca. So Danny, here's the way it's going to go. August the 23rd, CWE presents End of the Road. And it's going to be the end of the road for you, Danny. There's not going to be a happy ending to this chapter. It's going to be you and me, one-on-one, and this issue will be resolved. Because Canadian Wrestling's elite is not big enough for the both of us. So Danny, August the 23rd, in the heat of the summer, get ready The Mecca's coming. You're gonna get burnt.
Are you ready now? I got you freaking out. Say you're ready now. I'm not gonna say it again. Who said a man can take a stand? He's got a plan. He's got a right. He'll fight to win. He won't give in.
Now he's got his hands full against the guy he didn't expect. And the fix is in on Shane Madison's ruse, and Darren Dalton is going to do his best to put Madison back in his place.
Wow.
Madison fired in, and a huge shoulder block takedown by the tattooed Terminator, Darren the Bomb Dalton.
Oh man, Shane Madison is going to get it, and he deserves it.
Madison sent hard out to the floor. A real turn of events here for the Shane Madison camp. Stoogie can't believe it. So who's to blame?
I don't know. Is there a bit of a Benedict Arnold situation developing?
Stoogie's got the foot. Stoogie's got Dalton's foot. Madison trying to take advantage, and they walk right into that.
That's right.
Dalton clotheslining him right on the top rope. Oh, a huge shot.
You know, I knew when they introduced the tattoo Terminator, there was the look on Shane Madison's face like he had lost his dog or something. There was just something wrong in that too.
He looked confused as well.
And this isn't even our main event tonight, Mike.
No, it certainly is not. The MX, the tag team champions, Mentolo and Tyler Gordon are going to defend against Danny Duggan and the guy everyone's paid to see here tonight, Paul London.
Maximum velocity.
Yeah, it's McDowell's main event on CWE TV. For just joining us, I'm Mike Young, joined by Dynamite Dave Petro as Darren the Bomb Dalton has surprised Shane Madison by being his opponent here tonight.
Looks like Shane Madison may have tweaked his knee running to the head of the tattoo Terminator.
We saw this against Brian Rich.
Yeah, this is not good.
Previously on CWE TV, and now those knees being planted into the midsection of Dalton. Running knee lift by Shane Madison. Plants the tattoo Terminator. 1, 2, and the shoulder up. Left shoulder coming up.
Big CWE matchup here. Stomp. Oh my.
Stomps all over the body of Darren Dalton. And
shades of Ronnie Garvin.
Or more recently, Randy Orton. True. Trying to keep it current, Dave.
It's called the Garvin Stomp.
The next time you'll be referencing the Hammer Jammer. Next time someone puts on the figure 4.
Hammer Jammer? Isn't that a roller derby term?
Oh my.
I used to watch roller derby.
Dalton firing back.
Black and white
shots to the stomach. Ducks under the clothesline attempt. And floats over. Beautiful sunset flip too. And Mecca able to get that shoulder up and get out of there at the last possible second. Catches him with a boot. There's a nice, slow neck breaker, bringing Darren Dalton back to earth and down to the canvas.
Haven't seen Bubbles McFly since that curious decision last week in that big tag team matchup.
Yeah, we're still trying to get to the bottom of that. Who will be the #1 contenders for the CWE Tag Team Championships, currently held by MX, who we'll see in our main event tonight as they take on Danny Duggan and Paul London.
Shane Madison, the Mecca, is going to the top rope. The tattoo Terminator has recovered. Oh, he split the legs. He wishboned him, and that's not where you're supposed to land on the turnbuckles.
Oh, Mecca not impressed, not happy with the way he landed. And Dalton climbing up to the second rope. We could see a superplex here. Two big men could come crashing down to the ring. Mecca firing back. Dalton not impressed with that.
You can't hit the bomb in the head. You can hit Shane Madison in the head. It's going to bring him in the hard way.
Darren Dalton pulls Madison down hard with a superplex. Both men taking the brunt of that. That's the dangers of a superplex. You never know if it's going to hurt you worse than your opponent. I don't think Shane Madison expected to be taken off the top rope with a superplex.
I know the Tattoo Terminator. I saw him down the other day at Muscles by Myers, and I thought, the guy's getting some supplements. He was gnawing on a door jam. He wanted to get his iron. He thought he was getting gnawing on his door jam at Muscles by Myers.
Well, no one ever said the Bomb was the smartest man in the room. No. He's ducking under some of that Shane Madison offense. Plants him with the right hand. Sends him into the ropes. And a huge double axe handle. Follows that up with another one. Come on, Bomb. It's shades of Ivan Putski, right?
Yes!
A huge bit of a splash tackle takedown from Darren the Bomb Dalton, and the crowd is fired up here at Casa Domingo in Winnipeg.
Stoogie's trying to offer some words of encouragement, but Shane Madison is probably not too happy with Stoogie right now.
Madison with a shot to the throat of Dalton. Madison, well, Dalton reverses, coming in, a huge takedown, courtesy of the great Monty Brown. We've seen Big E Langston do that in WWE, and Dalton does it better than both of them, I would say. But Stoogie distracting Dalton. I think Dalton feels bad hitting him.
Look out, Shane Madison's up!
Dalton better look out.
His back is turned.
Maka tries to boom and a huge enziguri to the back of Dalton's head and a knee right to the temple.
That shades of Randy Orton with a knee like that.
Look at that. Exposed his knee brace and knees to the skull. We've seen Madison do this before. Repeated knees to the skull. And referee's going to have no choice but to stop this matchup.
The Bomb is out. Referee's got to get in there. This could be some permanent damage. He's got the match.
Bubbles McFly calling for it.
He's out. He says he's out. I heard Bubbles McFly say that. And Shane Madison just staring down at him,
beating his opponent unconscious. Have you ever seen anyone beat the Bomb unconscious?
Give your body the edge in one click with musclesbymyers.com. We have sports supplements, vitamins, and minerals for all lifestyles and levels of fitness. And call or email for free one-on-one guidance. Smart buyers shop at Myers and musclesbymyers.com.
Have you ever thought about becoming a professional wrestler? What about working behind the scenes in professional wrestling? Well, now's your chance. The CWE Elite Wrestling Academy is now accepting students. Learn from the best the Canadian Wrestling's Elite has to offer by signing up today. Our trainers have traveled the world from Canada and the US all the way to Mexico and Japan, been featured on TV and pay-per-view all across the world. All you have to do is send an email to info@cwecanada.ca to get the ball rolling. Make your dreams come true and contact Canadian Wrestling's Elite today.
Tonight's main event is brought to you by McDowell's Gym, located at 181 Stradbrook Avenue in Winnipeg. For more info, visit mcdowellsgym.com.
Hey, it's Vicky Shea backstage. Danny Duggan, CWE Tag Team Championship match. That's coming up. You've got a special tag team partner with you, WWE superstar Paul London. What's the game plan for tonight?
Many moons ago, I was the first ever man to lace on one of the CWE Tag Team Championships, and since that day, I've been wanting them again. So I went out and found the very best partner a man could find, tag team specialist Paul London.
Hey, right there. Thanks, Dan. Save that energy and intensity for the match, man.
I'm excited.
I'm stoked as well, especially now that I know it's for the tag titles. If somebody knows a little bit about tag team wrestling, it's myself. Myself and Brian Kendrick were held the tag titles longer than anybody in WWE history. I don't know how CWE history goes, but What do you say you and I win the tag titles and become the longest reigning tag champs in CWE history?
Let's do it.
Good.
It sounds good to me.
All right, let's check out the match.
Scheduled for one fall and for the CWE Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, they are the CWE Tag Team Champions. Of the Wild Idol title holder, the Zombie Hunter Mental, Team and Max.
You suck, Colton!
First, weighing in at 227 pounds, from Beach, Manitoba, High Shot
A guy who's had his hands full. Danny Duggan. Shane Madison has been a thorn in his side for some time now. Tried to end his career.
That ovation for Danny Duggan was so loud, I think it knocked our microphones out, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brief technical difficulty, but we are back.
Off the charts. The levels went over.
Very interesting tag team partner here for Duggan. Fans paid to see this guy here tonight.
Oh, this is going to be huge. Tag team action. Wow.
For a Lone Star State of Mind, weighing in at 2 few Gutierrez. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul
London has arrived in CWE. He is a former WWE Tag Team Champion. He is a current competitor of Ring of Honor Wrestling, most recently taking on Davey Richards at Border Wars, and now has arrived in CWE. Paul London is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
This is quite the tag team combination. We've got, man, I wonder if he's going to take Paul London to Falcon Beach. He's right here.
Hey, Paul London.
All right. Look at this guy, Mr. Fan Friendly.
It's not often that a wrestler comes out and shakes our hands, Dave.
No kidding.
You gotta stay classy here. And Paul London, my new favorite superstar.
That is one flashy outfit.
It is. Paul London has NASA on it. What? NASA.
I think so. Or the Department of Corrections.
Paul London enduring these fans on his side.
They're going bananas. Where's he going?
Paul London going all around this building. Casa de Minho Portuguese Association in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. You see what going to CWE shows gets you, Dave?
Hey, Paul, get me a drink. Wow. This is fan friendly. This is the kind of experience when you buy a ticket to see a CW event, you can reach out and you can connect with the wrestlers. He's gone. That's it. He's outside.
Paul London has left the building.
Good grief. I hope he has a ticket to get back in.
Danny Duggan doesn't know what's going on. M-Max doesn't know what's going on.
He's greeting each and every fan individually. I think he's going up. There he is.
I really like his entrance music too.
I do.
It's pumping me up.
He's got they win. They got the bounce. The match is over, Mike.
It's not happy right now.
No, it's not. Throws the referee back, the belt back into Kelly Russell. Oh, Tyler Colton.
Paul London is left again.
He's gone. Maybe his pizza arrived.
I don't know what to expect when I see Paul London come to CWE, and I did not expect this.
You know, with that outfit on kind of reminds me of the Department of Corrections. Maybe he only had a day pass.
Danny Duggan has lost his partner again.
Hey! It's like magic. It's like seeing Burt Wonderstone.
You don't need to go to Las Vegas to see a show, folks. Just check out CWE live in action.
The incredible Burt Wonderstone, a.k.a. Paul London. I'm tired already.
Just trying to keep track of where he's going to be.
He's in the ring. Wait. What a tag team combination. What a huge McDowell's main event, Mike.
Yeah, McDowell's, Stradbrook Street in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where the elite train.
Taking off his work gear, if you will. Well, it was raining earlier in the day today. Or maybe he was doing a little fly fishing.
Maybe he just jumped out of a plane.
Or maybe he's picking up trash on the side of the road. We're set for action. Tag Team Championships on the line.
Tag Team Championships are on the line, Dave.
I had to be sure because this is going to be a big one. Listen, I bet you there was a little foreshadowing by Paul London grabbing those belts and then probably polishing them off because guess what? And gave an opportunity for MMAX to hold them one last time. I smell something in the air, and it's just not the great food here. It could be a title change.
Paul London, first time tag teaming with Danny Duggan, going against a team that's teamed together numerous times. That's why they are the tag team champions. MMAX, Tyler Colton, the Blue-Eyed Idol, starting things off against hotshot Danny Duggan. Crowd firmly on the side of Danny Duggan and Paul London, and MMAX has got their work cut out for them here tonight.
What a matchup, put a hook up right in the ring. The Blue-Eyed Idol. Tyler Colton get his arm twisted, if you will, by hotshot Danny Duggan. Wow, this guy has done it all in CWE and has that ongoing feud with Shane Madison that is still not come to fruition here in CWE, Mike.
No, and we briefly saw it a few weeks ago when Madison took on Duggan. Duggan lost that match by disqualification when he struck an official, and Shane Madison has been in no hurry to get back in the ring with Danny Duggan.
Absolutely. And then what a matchup we just saw before this, though, with Shane Madison and Darren the Bomb Dalton. I was back in the locker room area, and Darren the Bomb Dalton, I think he sustained a concussion, and he's going to get to a local facility to get some further checks.
I have never, ever seen anyone do what Shane Madison did to Darren Dalton. Knocked him unconscious, beat him until he was no longer able to stand, beat him like no one's ever beat him before, and I don't know if Darren Dalton will ever be the same.
No, it's a sad situation because he didn't give up, he didn't quit, the referee just had to end the match.
Huge shoulder block there by Tyler Colton. Turn our focus back to this matchup. Colton jumps over Duggan, and again another huge shoulder block takedown by the Blue-Eyed Idol. Mentolo applauding on the ring apron. This is his proud prize student.
Absolutely, proud papa.
It's like a father watching his son succeed.
Yep.
Hit his first home run in Little League.
Score his first goal in hockey.
Oh, Colton got shown up there by Duggan a little bit. Duggan went behind. Colton with a back elbow. Colton ducks under. Duggan with a beautiful arm drag takeover, and again catches him as Danny Duggan representing here with his Zubaz themed ring shorts.
That height that hotshot Danny Duggan got. Tyler Colton is a tall man. He must have jumped 6 feet in the air.
Yeah, real beautiful deep arm drag takeover, sending Colton over, and that was locked in a bit of a peculiar arm lock in the middle of the ring. Colton raking the eyes to break that hold, and now the Zombie Hunter takes the ring, and these guys have a long history. I'm talking about Mentolo and Danny Duggan.
Tag Team Championships on the line in our McDowell's main event. MMAX, Paul London, and hotshot Danny Duggan.
Duggan goes to tag Paul London into this matchup.
The fans going berserk.
Paul London getting the crowd fired up, stomping on that exposed elbow of Mentolo, and now a kick to the chest of the Zombie Hunter.
Takes the arm around and twisting the arm of Mentolo, literally off his shoulder. Oh, hair pull. Hair pull, ref. Break it up. Come on.
Not a clean break for Mentolo.
Did you expect one, Mike?
I was trying to gain the upper hand. Him and Colton have been caught off guard here early on by Danny Duggan and Paul London, and now Mentolo's able to get the team back on track. Paul London floats over, ducks under that clothesline, coming up, beautiful moonsault onto Mentolo.
Champs!
Oh no, 2 count there, and there's an arm drag by Paul London.
Wow,
he locks in that key lock in the center of the ring.
Wow, what a huge main event. These fans are absolutely going bananas. Paul London, hotshot, Danny Duggan, electrifying the audience.
Yeah, 2 splashes on that exposed arm. Mentolo having trouble keeping up with this high-flying offense of Paul London. Very unorthodox. Some neat and never before seen things you will experience when you see Paul London wrestle.
You know, before the match, we watched M-Max trying to get out of this match, too. You know, talk about when you're a tag team champion, you got to be a fighting champion, and we didn't they're in cahoots, no doubt, with Shane Madison, but cooler heads prevailed, and we've got this huge matchup, but I thought it was iffy.
Well, the CWE is a big deal. Paul London is a former tag team champion in the biggest wrestling company in the world, World Wrestling Entertainment.
Absolutely.
He knows how to work tag team wrestling, and he takes Mentolo down with a trip there. Mentolo tried to go over, London wouldn't let him, and now London grabs him again, inverted atomic drop, and a Huracan Rana sends Mentolo outside the ring.
And I'm just worried because, you know, Shane Madison talking to Stoogie, he's saying basically he can't win the match.
Look out! Oh, Mentolo gets out of dodge. He knew that was coming, and he got out of there.
They did the chicken dance a little bit by Paul London. And the chicken chant. These fans are going. They're having a great time tonight.
This is one of those moments where I'd love to see what Mentolo's face looks like right now, because he would not be impressed.
He might be missing a couple of teeth from that drop kick by Paul London.
Duggan back in the ring now. Great tag team work thus far from the new team of Duggan and London. Look at this. Double team maneuver.
Tag team.
Beautiful.
What chemistry.
Taking down Mentolo. Now focusing on Tyler Colton. Dual back elbows.
These guys are clicking, Mike.
Now Mentolo taking over. Landing on his own tag team partner. Senton splash by Duggan.
Whoa. Man, oh man alive.
Double drop kicks in stereo, and the tag team champions are both sent out to the floor as this crowd goes wild. And we could be moments away from new tag team champions if this keeps up. The team of M-Max needs to regroup here at Casa Dominio in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Absolutely electrifying the audience in attendance tonight. Wow. Paul London looking to the crowd. The crowd is sure showing their appreciation. They smell a title change. They smell tag team championship gold for Duggan and London. They're getting them.
Oh boy, a meeting of the minds out on the floor. London and Duggan thought he was taking a little bit too long, and Duggan gets Mentolo back in the ring. 2 count. Mentolo kicks out there. Lots of fight left in the Zombie Hunter.
Thought that was it.
M-Max just haven't been able to get in their game tonight.
Nothing. No offense whatsoever.
Oh, a huge chop by London. Just outstanding tag team work from this new team of London and Duggan. Crowd's hugely into it. Usually you see that move executed off the ground, but London executing it from the second rope. Huge strain on the neck of Mentolo and able to get a 2 count off of it.
This is the kind of main event action you can see.
So that's Mentolo throwing London face first into that middle turnbuckle, and that lets Colton get in the ring, and maybe M-Max can get at the starting blocks here.
Absolutely. It's kind of a shift in momentum, if you will, with a little skulldugger, a little choke hold, a little stomp. Huge main event tonight.
Now, main event brought to you by McDowell's Gym in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
I wonder if Paul London's going back.
Colton with a Oh, no, one count there.
I wonder if Paul London's going to the after party at the Palomino Club tonight.
If he is, I hope the doors are all unlocked because he's going to be zipping in and out of the building all night.
Could you imagine going around 400 people there shaking hands with all the ladies? There's going to be fresh meat in there.
There we go, suplex by Colton. Nice hesitation, standing vertical suplex. And gets a 2 count on Paul London with that one. Nice tag there.
What is this, the foot tag era now? Saw this a couple of weeks ago.
Mentolo now in control, and finally M-Max has gotten in their groove.
Certainly has.
And here comes Mentolo in, drop kick to the face.
Man.
High speed drop kick right to the face of Paul London. 1, 2, kick out by London.
Rearranges good looks with that one, Mike. Wow.
Another tag. The fast tags now of M-Max keeping Paul London at bay in their own corner. And Danny Duggan knew they had to avoid this if they were going to be successful against M-Max. There's a double shoulder block takedown by M-Max. Cole with a pin. 1, 2. Kick out again. Right shoulder up by Paul London.
Referee Kelly Russell right on top of the action. Tag team championship gold on the line. M-Max. Hot shot Danny Duggan. Paul London. All the marbles, Mike.
Yeah, all the marbles indeed. Paul London fighting out there.
He's got to make that tag.
Look at this. Trying to get it, Duggan. He got him. He got him.
That was Danny Duggan.
Yeah, you're right. The referee's back was turned, Dave. You were right.
See it. Oh,
didn't see the tag.
He made the tag. Trust me. I saw it. Kelly.
Colton right back on top of London, raking the face with the bottom of his boots. And now Mentolo called into the ring. Clothesline by Colton, clothesline by Mentolo, and London is in all kinds of trouble here in our main event on CWE TV. If you're just joining us, we're witnessing a tag team title match. M-Max, the champions, defending against Paul London and Mentolo. London ducks out of there, and Colton is now in trouble. Duggan ducks under the clothesline. Huge leaping clothesline by Danny Duggan, and a drop kick follows it up.
What action!
Boot to the midsection. Duggan's got his arms in a bit of a predicament. Oh my! Beautiful neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. No! Colton kicks out, saving those titles. And there's a backbreaker by Danny Duggan.
Haircut.
Oh, and there's a jawbreaker by Colton, slowing the offense of the hot shot. No. Duggan's got him. Rock bottom. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. No!
That was it.
I thought we had new champions. Tyler Colton gets that left shoulder up.
The referee, he's right on top of it. The timekeeper had a hammer. I thought that was it.
Duggan going for a fisherman suplex. Colton blocking it. Some shots to the upper back there by Danny Duggan. Mentolo's got the foot. Colton in. Yeah, right from the behind. Colton now back in control.
And that's what the tag team champions.
Oh!
So that's what they do best, skullduggery. And look at this, more double team distraction action.
Duggan went for Mentolo and he got caught with a beautiful overhead suplex by Tyler Colton. 2, 3. Oh, Duggan gets the shoulder up this time. Back and forth as this match continues for the CWE Tag Team Champions. I'm Mike Young, joined by Dave Petro on commentary.
All hell is broken loose.
And London has basically said, you know what, I've had enough. He can't get in the ring for the life of him. M-Max doing a wonderful job here of cutting off the ring and working the referee. And there's a leaping senton splash. Diving in the ring is Mentolo. It's a kick out again by Duggan.
Wow, fans are getting their money's worth as they do every time CWE comes to town. What tag team action? Listen to this crowd.
Duggan now hung upside down in the tree of woe. We've seen this many, many times. It's a trademark of Mentolo.
Look at the referee is distracted.
And that foot grinding the gears of Danny Duggan. But look out. Here comes that screaming drop kick into the corner, courtesy of the Zombie Hunter.
Oh my. This is where the experience of the tag team champions is coming into play right now.
They go round and round and round. The feud between Mentolo and Danny Duggan never seems to come to an end here in CWE. And Mentolo tags in Tyler Colton.
It has provided us with months and months and months of mad entertainment.
Oh, a huge takeover by Colton into the crab.
We've seen this
into
before.
the camel clutch. Colton coming in. Drop kick by Colton right to the face of Danny Duggan. And there's that pose in stereo.
I don't know if Colton got all that he wanted to get on that, but the damage was enough. This could be it, Mike. I don't want to watch
Paul
this.
London in, breaking up the 3-count attempt. Saving the match for his team and his partner.
And a little mocking of Tyler Colton. A little mocking of Tyler Colton as well. Bit of a half crab, little sharpshooter almost. My vantage point, I can't see. That's good. Great camera work for our crew, though. Danny Duggan's got to get to the ropes. He's in a world of pain, Mike.
Yeah, he is. Stuck in a half crab. And Duggan almost there. Got it. Tip away, and he got it.
Gonna
Stowe not letting him stay down. Stomps to the back and tagging in his partner, his mentor, Mentolo.
And it's just Mentolo casually stomping on the head, stepping on the head, if you will. The hotshot Danny Duggan kind of...
For a match that started off so promising for Duggan in London, this has taken a real turn.
Yeah, I'm worried now because I want new tag team champions.
Danny Duggan has been stuck in this ring for the better part of 7 or 8 minutes now.
Yeah, Paul London can't get in to make the tag. That is good tag team wrestling by the champions.
Yeah, outstanding work by M-Max. Oh, and Duggan put that boot in the throat of Mentolo and fell backwards.
But the tag was made by M-Max.
Yeah, again, these two working so well together. Duggan can't get a tag to London. And there's a leaping Itsuguri catching Tyler Colton in the back of the head. Duggan tags to his legs, and in comes Paul London.
Out goes Tyler Colton. Out goes Mentolo.
London baiting both members of M-Max in, and they better look out because London's gonna fly with a moonsault off the ring apron.
Wow! The place is going berserk, Mike. They smell the championship changing.
Paul London giving each and every one of these fans their money's worth here at Casa Dominio in Winnipeg. Ducks under again. The third time Colton's fallen for that in this matchup. London floats over, catches him with a forearm to the face. Again, another one. And a drop kick sends Colton down for a third time. Paul London back in control of this matchup, and that one grazed the temple of Tyler Colton. He may be out. 1, 2, 3. No, my goodness.
That was a premature proclamation of new champions, Mike.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was over. Tyler Colton getting that left shoulder up, and London stays right on top of him. Colton reverses, sending London into the turnbuckle. Tyler Colton, oh my goodness! Eating a foot to the face. 1, 2, 3, no, again! Tyler Colton gets a shoulder up.
This crowd is on the edge of their seats. What action! Paul London delivering the goods here in CWE.
Yeah, beautiful leg lariat. I thought it was over. Caught Colton by surprise, and now Colton bullies Paul London into the corner.
He does.
Oh, and he ate a knee for his trouble there. London seems to have all the answers for Colton's offense. Foot stomp to the back. Another pin attempt. 1, 2. And Mentolo makes the save on that one.
The semblance of mind of Mentolo to get back in the ring and save the tag team championship. Now he drop kicks Danny Duggan outside the ring. It's 2 against 1.
Certainly is. Mentolo saw the opportunity to get rid of Duggan, and he did so after saving the match for his tag team, saving those titles, and now it's a double team on Paul London. Tyler Colton coming in, eats a boot to the face, but Mentolo follows up with a boot of his own, catches London in the back of the head. Colton's got London. Oh my goodness, face first goes Paul London. That could be it, Dave.
That's it.
1, 2. Duggan makes the save.
Listen to this crowd, Mike. There's still life.
Oh, Duggan thrown to the floor. And there's an actual tag by M-Max.
There was.
Mentolo, London, the legal men here.
Oh no. We know that we've seen this kind of maneuvers before.
Colton slams London. Mentolo heading upstairs.
Getting back to his feet.
Duggan's in the ring now. Duggan knocks Colton out. And Mentolo better look out, because Duggan's got him. Tower. Electric chair right onto the center of the ring. London with a beautiful standing shooting star press. Oh, Tyler Colton. Look at Stoogie. Stoogie's out here.
He's got Danny Duggan's leg. He's pulled.
Stoogie just pulled Duggan out of the ring. Duggan's gone after him.
What the?
Duggan just chased after Stoogie, and London's on his own.
I just know Shane Madison's behind that mic.
We got a 2-on-1 now. MX.
Danny, the match is still on.
MX 2-on-1 against Paul London.
Listen to this crowd.
London trying to fight out here.
This is off the charts.
No tag team partner. He just realized Duggan's gone, and now MX has swarmed Paul London.
Oh, this is just, they're going in for the kill right now.
This is like a bar fight now at this point. Just mauling him in the corner.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Duggan nowhere to be seen.
This is absolutely disgraceful. You know, I know, everyone in the building knows that Shane Madison has his fingers in this. He is playing games with hotshot Danny Duggan, and he is potentially
boot to the face.
Maybe not. He's not.
Boot to the face.
Cover.
1, 2. Oh my God! I thought Paul London was going to do it.
Everybody in the building thought Paul London was going to do it, Mike. What a main event in our McDowell's main event.
Paul London trying to get this crowd behind him, help him. They can act as his tag team partner, and we could see Paul London's finishing maneuver, the shooting star press here. Look at this, MX. Mentelo's got his foot. London can't get to the top rope. He eats a boot to the back of the head by Colton. Colton's got him. Cradles him down hard into a brain buster. This could be it. 2, 3.
Oh my.
Unbelievable.
This is disgusting. The actions of Shane Madison costing Paul London and hotshot Danny Duggan the tag team championship.
Maximum muscle and mind. They are MX, Tyler Colton, Mentolo, still your CWE Tag Team Champions. Don't forget August 23rd, a Friday night in Winnipeg, Holy Cross Gymnasium. Former WWE superstar Val Venus comes to Winnipeg. Thank you for joining us on CWE TV.
I'm just disgusted, Mike. How much lower can Shane Madison go?
I don't know. And there's Danny Duggan. Duggan's got Stoogie. Danny Duggan's got Stoogie cornered here.
And Max hightails it to the back. They want no part of this.
Look at this. It's Madison through the crowd. Shane Madison.
Oh, I knew it.
He just clobbered Danny Duggan in the back of the head. This was all a setup.
Mr. Opportunity, the opportunist, Shane Madison, disgusting.
Madison dumps Duggan to the floor, and business has just picked up for Danny Duggan.
The referee can't control anything, Mike. I'm almost losing my voice. I am absolutely appalled and disgusted by Shane Madison. And he tosses
Madison taking Duggan into that souvenirs table. That's where we sell CWE merchandise.
They're ringing the bell and nothing's happening.
Madison opened up a soda here. Ah, disgusting. Covering Danny Duggan with it. Oh,
hits him with a can right in the head.
Duggan being decimated at the hands of the executive ambassador. The Mecca is in full control here.
This is out of hand. They're fighting in the crowd. Look at Stoogie cheering on Shane Madison.
Look at, yeah, exactly. Stoogie applauding Madison.
This is right in
and
front
there
now.
Is your executive ambassador standing tall.
I can't watch this.
Over Danny Duggan.